Okay, moment of truth. It is nice. This setup comes with a chair. It's a really nice box. I really like the camo design on it. And then go ahead and pop this open. And boom. dubc here. We're back another survival Saturday. So this weekend I'm back out in the woods practicing survival skills. I got some tarred number 36 bank line. This is something they use a lot in the Pathfinder school and building shelters. Works really good. I gotta get practice with it. So my goal for this weekend is to build an elevated platform, eventually turn it into a lean-to, but first I'll probably just use an Alpha Outpost tent, the hideout, see how well that works. And while I'm out here, I'm also going to be reviewing the Belarus 24-hour ration. Really excited to bust in this. It's actually lunchtime right now, so I'll be eating out of this really quick. And then it may rain tonight into tomorrow, so may get a chance to test out that Swagman roll as far as poncho mode. But I'm hungry, so let's check this ration out. Okay, so the really cool thing is it looks like it's sealed right here, and it has twine on it. I'm not sure if there's a menu on this. So we'll just go and open that, and we'll cut the twine. It'd be good for fire starter too. I might use that for the fire starter. Kind of rough that up and boom. It's a really nice box. I really like the camo design on it. And then go ahead and pop this open and boom. Looks like we may have some explosions. We got some powder residue all over, so that's never good. But looks like this is the menu list. Now we gotta figure out, oh, there it is. So we lost one of our Kissel drinks. Looks like the raspberry. We'll go ahead and set that aside. That sucks. Oh, both of them. I don't know if that's a manufacturer's defect, but maybe it's just, I don't know. But both drinks are gone. That sucks. Move on to the next thing. We got some pate. Move this aside. I'll have to clean everything up anyhow. We have, it looks like some chicken pate or lunch meat. Looks like some biscuits. It's like a, I don't know if that's corn and grain bar, like an energy bar. I think these are wipes. Looks like grapefruit flavored. Thought that was pretty cool. Or not flavored, but at least scented. Looks like a piece of chocolate. We got a tube of sweetened condensed milk. It's pretty massive. Looks like a bag of peanuts. That guy's pretty cool. He's like flexing. On the go, it looks like he has a little water bottle. We'll clean that off. I believe that's the just a meat Tashanka. I'm using the wipes to kind of clean everything down as we go. But they have a nice scent. It's very similar to other wipes I've smelled, but it does have a little bit of a fruit smell to it. Very, very light. It looks like we have like a caramel wafer bar. Got some little candies. Some cheese, crisp rice. And it's crazy because I just seen Traversing Food review one of these, and I really liked his review, and he did a great job. And some of the items I thought would be familiar with this one because I thought it was the same year, but he had different items in his, so there must be different menus. But I know his sweetened condensed milk container was different, but I'll put a link for his video down below. It was an awesome review. I believe this is the beef kasha, and I'm not sure what this one will be. It might be like a barley or a pearl barley in beef or something like that, rice and beef, but we'll see when we open it up. I'm not sure if these are coffees or sugars. I did not get to translate that, and I have no signal out here in the woods, so I'm just gonna wing it. We got some more hard candies, another one, and then I got quite a mess inside this box. that I'm going to get to the utensils and the napkins. I don't see any coffee in here. Okay, at least the utensils and the napkins were in a bag, that they were protected, and I really like the fact that these are like biodegradable wood utensils. We got some weatherproof matches, and then the stove, which I'll be using to cook up the cans. Okay, I believe we got lunch. We're gonna have the pate. We'll warm this up. We got the peanuts, hard candy. Looks like a wafer caramel bar, some crisp cheese, crisp rice or crisp bread that's cheese flavored. We'll go with pate, and then this is coffee, and then this one was the sugar. Okay, I got the stove out. We'll use one of the fuel tabs to warm up the lunch main. I'm going to go ahead and bend these down, get this ready to go. These actually have a striker on them, so I could just strike it like that and place it in there. That was really easy to light up, and now I'm just going to pop the can real quick, just so it doesn't explode. Just give it a little bit open, and we'll set it on the little stove. Let it warm up. Alright, now the main's warming up. I'm going to go and open up this bar. Looks like a dessert bar. Got chocolate cover in it. I don't want to go too crazy. It is hot and humid out right now. So that way I can just use the wrapper as a hold it. And I believe these are just peanuts. Oops. I'm actually going to try some of these right now. Okay, these have a great flavor to them. Just salted, roasted peanuts. And there's quite a bit in this bag, so that's really nice. Fully loaded, and like I said, they're not stale or anything. Tastes great. Now we can open up the cheese flavored crisp bread. I wasn't a fan of crisp bread in the other rations I've had, but hopefully this will be better. We have the pate. I'm not sure exactly what flavor it is. It looks pretty smooth. Go ahead and just try a little bit just by itself. Okay, the pate is great. Has a nice flavor. I believe it is liver. Slightly that iron taste from the liver, but it's not that bad. It's not as smooth as some of the pates I've had. It is kind of gritty, but still very enjoyable. It's not overly salty, but we're going to try some on the crisp bread real quick. This is the cheese flavored crisp bread. Okay, now this is awesome. It has a nice cheese flavor kind of embedded through the whole thing, and it has the same texture as the other crisp bread, but really good flavor. Reminds me of like a Cheez-It flavor or just like a cheese cracker, but this is much better than the other crisp bread. I think it was rye I had. Okay, the main's almost done warming up. The stove, I may have to open that can up a little more. It's only warm in the bottom half, but we'll try this bar out real quick. All right, the wafer bar, very light chocolate, like a milk chocolate outside, and it also has layers of the milk chocolate inside with a light caramel flavor. It's a really enjoyable snack, not overly sweet, and perfect for lunch. May have to finish warming up the main in the Dutch mess kit I got. I say it's warming up, but it's like not getting to the top. Okay, I got it out. Like I said, the bottom was warmed up really good. It actually created some bark because it was starting to burn on the bottom, which is awesome. Because that's probably some of the best flavor. I'm going to go ahead and try that portion of it, and then I may have to warm the rest up. Okay, I believe this is like a beef kasha. It has like an onion flavor, and like I said, I found some a vein in there. It's pretty interesting. We'll go ahead and put that aside for now. But as far as flavor, it's really rich, savory. A little bit salty, but other mains I've had similar to this didn't have this strong onion flavor that it has, and it's actually quite enjoyable for me. Okay, the main's really good by itself, but I do want to try some on this crisp bread, the cheese flavor. Okay, like I said, the main's awesome. You put it on that cheese crisp bread, it is even better. It has such a dynamic flavor, a great carrier. I'm going to go ahead and try this last piece, a little hard candy. I'm not sure what flavor it is, but let's give it a try. It's like a vitamin C candy. It's a nice fruit flavor. It's very reminiscent of the Latvian ration I had candy that came with that. And there's the picture of there, but I'm not sure what the flavor is. I don't remember what it was called, but it's very light and perfect dessert for the end of this lunch. It was awesome lunch. I'm gonna go ahead and finish this up and then show my progress on the platform that I got building so far. Okay, so just to get an idea of how big I wanted the platform, I did set up the tent. The tent is I think a bivvy, where you actually have to take a line and run it across, and then that's how you secure the top. There's no frame to it. It's a hideout from Alpha Outpost. And what I want to do is I want to get the base so I could set the tent on top of it and easily have it supported without having it roll over the edges and whatnot. So I set up the tent, got the perimeter set as far as the poles, and now I have one pole longer and one pole shorter. I'm going to find the right size lug that I want to run across here. I found this side, and then I'm going to secure it with the bank line, cinch it down or lash it, and then I'm going to do the same thing the other side, and then I'm going to work on putting sticks across for my platform. A quick update. So I have the poles in place, and I lashed, like I said, lashed this pole to the two beams holding it up, and I started laying some logs across, and we're going to see if it holds weight. There's kind of a side view of what we got going on. So like I said, I have the two beams in place, one on each side. Started laying the logs across. Got some lashing done. My lashing is not the best, but that's why I'm out here practicing. Okay, moment of truth. Alright, holds my weight. So now I just got to finish putting the logs across. Okay, I got the platform done. It's a little bit wiggly, but it's okay. It's holding my weight. Got all the logs placed, but it is kind of rough. So I'm going to go ahead and get some moss and line it with moss before I put the tent on top. And then I did have to add reinforcement to the middle for another stake, but it seems to be holding fine. I'll continue to work on it and update you from there. Okay, elevated platform shelter is done. It is dinner time. This is really comfortable with the moss bed. And only thing I don't like about the tent is there's no screens for airflow. But it is supposed to get pretty cold tonight, and it's going to rain. So, I mean, it's a low profile tent. It doesn't have much with it. It's just a little bag. So, kind of get away with a nice shelter for a little bit too. Now it's time to bust into this Belarus ration for dinner. And then I can make a fire. Okay, for dinner I have the leftover crisp bread, cheese flavored. Looks like some chocolate fudge. I believe this is Tashanka, just like meat. And we're going to cook it just right in the Dutch mice kit. And then I believe this is like a chicken or a turkey pate. It's got a little picture of turkey on it. And then I have a little candy. I'll go ahead and open this up and get it in the pan. We'll get that stove working. Just a bunch of meat in its own fat type deal. Okay, there it is before I cook it. I'll throw it on the stove real quick. These things usually light up. The first one lit up pretty good. I'll move my food real quick and light this one up. It's pretty cool. We'll say this pack of moist towelettes is MVP of the ration. One of the things I think a lot of the other ones could benefit from. It's really nice to be able to wash your hands before each meal and after if needed. There's probably about 8 in here. I'm going to open this fudge or chocolate up. I'm not sure if it's chocolate fudge. Might be a little different. Actually it has a different color, texture to it. And then the turkey, either meat spread or pate. Oh, it looks like a nice pate. Real smooth looking. I'm going to go ahead and try some of that right now. Oh, wow. Okay, this is really nice. Very smooth, very buttery. I don't know if it's a luncheon meat. I don't get any liver flavor out of it, but like a turkey luncheon, ground turkey or something. Has a little bit of the fatties and the oils in the bottom, but really nice texture. Not grated at all. We're going to go ahead and try some on this crisp bread. There's the fat at the bottom, but it does have a lot of flavor. Oh yeah, very enjoyable combo. It actually makes the crisp bread taste like buttered popcorn. It's weird, but very enjoyable. And I have to say, for this ration, some of my favorite pâté so far. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and try the, oh, this is, like I said, it looks like a texture of like fudge. Let's try it out. This kind of reminds me of a caramel fudge. Like I said, I'm not sure what it is. I couldn't translate it, but I am gonna try some of this sweetened condensed milk on it. Because it has a nice sweet flavor, very subtly sweet, but I believe these combo will be nice. That's a nice sweetened condensed milk. Very smooth, very creamy. And it doesn't have a heavy milk flavor like some of them do. And it goes perfectly with this fudge. Like I said, they balance each other out. All right, the main's ready to go. Go ahead and try one of these chunks of meat real quick. All right, I've always enjoyed this. The meat is very tender and it kind of just flakes apart. It has a nice bite to it. Like corned beef, same texture, but very well seasoned, and you can just eat it just like this. Another thing I want to try is just putting some meat on this, or absorbing some of the juices in this cracker, and see how it works. This ration's definitely hitting some home runs with these flavors. Lots of wonderful combinations and things I've never tried before. I'm going to go ahead and try the hard candy. Here it is. Okay, this candy was mint. Got the little mint leaf on it. It is very subtle, and I typically don't like mint candies, but this one is very nice. Very, like I said, it's not overwhelming, and it cleanses the palate really well. Okay, awesome dinner so far. I'm going to go ahead and finish this up and then get a fire going. Okay, I'm going to use the twine that came with the ration to wrap it up, and all you do is take some and rough it up, get those fine threads going, throw a spark on it, get yourself a nice fire. Okay, I got a piece of the twine all roughed up to a nice little, should be nice tender. Put it in there, put some of the regular stuff on top of it, and let it rip. Now let's go ahead and throw some spark on it and see what happens. Just like that. Now it's time just to enjoy myself by the campfire. So yeah, the platform took a little longer than I thought. It is getting kind of late, but we still have daylight, luckily, during the summer hours. Mosquitoes are terribly bad again, and you know, getting to be about bedtime. I'll probably use the Swagman roll just as a blanket mode, and the hideout comes with a ground cover that I'll probably just throw on the bottom. But the moss bed's very comfortable, and should sleep pretty good. I'm just a little bit worried about the vent, not having a vent in there, but again, if it's cold, that'll be in my favor, because you know, it's supposed to dip down to about 50s tonight. Weather's always changing. Okay, it's bedtime. Got a nice fire going, and like I said, this platform is really comfortable, and it did chill off in the night, so shouldn't be a big problem with no vents. I guess it's lights out. And this is cool because this shelter, or this tent, basically have zippers on both sides, and then you can zip up down the top. Like I said, the mosquitoes are bad, but they kind of went away with the cold, so hopefully they stay away during the night. I'll see you guys in the morning. Okay, it's morning time. It did rain some last night, not too much, but definitely gave a test to this tent. I stayed dry, but I looked down and I put my gear underneath, and this morning I realized I didn't put my shoes in cover enough, so they're probably going to be wet. No big deal, but I got to get up to make some coffee. Okay, I was getting everything out and I decided to go right into breakfast because I'm actually kind of hungry. So I got the sweetened condensed milk, got the main, a coffee, got some wipes still left over, hard candy, breakfast bar, and then I think it's some breakfast biscuits. Okay, first I'm going to warm up the coffee water, and then I'll warm up the main after that. Go ahead and open the main up and get it ready to warm up. Dump that into the pan. Okay, I got it all out. These utensils are pretty strong, but always be careful when kind of digging around in the can, because the cans are very sharp. Okay, all patched up. Always good to have a first aid kit with you. Okay, the hot water for the coffee is ready to go. Right, now let's open up this bar. It's a nice, looks like a fruit grain bar. And we have some biscuits. It actually has on there, it's sugar biscuits, strawberry. So that'd be awesome. And on the actual biscuit, there's a picture of the strawberry on it. So that's really nice. I'm going to try one of these right now. Now this is an awesome biscuit. This is super soft, kind of melts in your mouth, and it has a slight strawberry flavor. And then like a strawberry and vanilla overall. I'm going to try some of the sweetened condensed milk on it. I know that'll go really well. I got strawberries and cream. Oh yeah, these biscuits, that sweetened condensed milk, strawberries and cream. That is amazing. I'm going to go ahead and try the bar now. The bar kind of reminds me of like a grain, oats, seeds, and honey. Very natural and tastes really light, which is great for breakfast. I'm going to go ahead and wash it down with the coffee. Okay, the coffee is great. It has a nice bitter upfront flavor, slightly bold, but I'd say it makes for perfect breakfast coffee. Now the main's almost done cooking up. While waiting for the main to cook up, I've just been enjoying this is some of my most favorite sweetened condensed milk, creamer spread, whatever you call it. It's very subtle, but man, goes great with those strawberry crackers. Definitely one of my favorites. Okay, the main's ready to go. Looks like pearl barley, like a stewed meat and pearl barley. Not quite sure, but warmed up pretty good. Let's go ahead and give it a try. Man, I almost couldn't stop eating that. That's really good. And it reminds me of corned beef hash, eating it in breakfast like this. I just want to have an egg to crack over it, kind of pan fry it up. But overall, nice savory flavor. The meat has really nice bite to it. It's like stewed meat. And then all the, I believe this is barley or the side with it, has absorbed all the flavor into it. So each bite is very flavorful. You don't need any seasoning for this. It's actually not that bad on the sodium as far as the flavor. But overall, definitely my favorite main out of this group so far. Okay, last thing we got is the hard candy. Not sure what flavor this one is. Actually, there's a picture of a plane on it. So let's go and give it a try. Okay, that was lemon, and it is great. Lemon's one of my favorite kind of candies and cakes, and that kind of reminds me of that. It's like a lemon head candy, but like less sweet, more natural. Excellent. Just an absolutely fantastic breakfast. I'm going to go ahead and finish this up, and we'll head to recap. Okay, time for the recap. So for the overnight, build an elevated platform off the ground using number 36 tarred bank line. This stuff works fantastic for construction. Now, I'm still learning and very, very amateur at using this. But if you want to see somebody really know how to use it, it's Corporals Corner. I'll put a link for his channel down below. He builds mansions compared to like what I built today. Really awesome, clean work, and that's what I want to get to. This platform, I wanted to build on it and continue to build on it like a lean-to, but I'm not sure I'm going to, because as I was building it, I would think, oh man, I can do this better. Oh wow, all these things I identified that I could improve on in the first build. So I'm not sure if I'm going to continue this one or just start a new one and just get better with each build, because practice makes perfect. But this stuff works fantastic. It, like the lashings and everything, hold really well. And I was able to sleep on this and move around. It is, like I said, a little wobbly, but I got to figure out a better way to secure it. Now, as far as it did rain, the Alpha Outpost tent did keep me dry, and that's the most important thing. It didn't have any vents in it, which was not bad because it did get cooler, but not super cold like I thought it was going to, but it was all right. I was comfortable. I was just able to use the Swagman roll as a blanket. The mosquitoes are still horrible. That Swagman blanket or roll is so awesome. That's like one of my more favorite pieces in the kit so far, because of how nice it is to be able to sleep. And then if it's raining, I could have just got out of the tent, made it in poncho mode, and boom, been ready to go, instead of like having to figure out, rain protection and whatnot. So it's very awesome part. For the food, I had a 24-hour Belarus ration. Man, this was awesome. A lot of great MVP items in here, and really well thought out. There's some things that they could definitely improve on, but some things they are above the market as far as other rations. For example, this hand wipes, having the pack of hand wipes in there, they're scented. I guess they're different kinds of fruit scents and whatnot. Very light, but it's really nice to be able to clean your hands through each meal. I mean, some come with 3, some come with 1, some come with just napkins. Having this pack is able to clean yourself before and after a meal. Because yeah, you can clean yourself before, but then if you make a mess like I do, you want to be able to clean up after, and this really helped with that. The biodegradable utensils, again, was able to use them. Very strong, didn't break down. I was able to dig stuff out of a can, even though I cut myself, with those without it breaking. And then when I got done, I just threw them in the fire. It was great. And if they were left around, they're just wood, so you're not going to have to worry about it. Just go right back to earth. And then as far as the food, those strawberry biscuits, wow, amazing. Really enjoyed those. Breakfast was my favorite meal, and then I had the sweetened condensed milk to put on top of those strawberry biscuits. Absolutely fantastic. The breakfast main reminded me like corned beef hash. I just wanted the egg to crack in the pan and like cook up an egg with it, but by itself, my favorite main. And then for lunch, for dinner, had the Tashanka, I believe, is like chunks of meat. Still really good quality, really good seasoned, and you know everything kind of come together well. The crisp bread cheese, another one. I was never a fan of crisp bread, but that crisp bread cheese flavor, that was awesome too. And then the sweetened condensed milk, another one, really like an MVP. There's a lot of items that I tried that would have been like, I don't know if I'm gonna like that, but boom, they were like top notch right off the bat. So I'm really impressed with a lot of the items in this ration and some of the ideas and concepts. I wish that some other rations and would adapt that. Like for example, CR1M, fantastic ration, has a lot of great items. If a lot of other people incorporate some of them good ideas into their rations, I think there's a lot of good ideas from this ration that would help out many. So overall, fantastic ration. Really excited to try it out. Overall, I had a fantastic time. I got to build a new structure and try a new ration. What more can you ask for? So that's all I got now. So thanks for watching. Have a great day.